other smoke. Right there is my nipple, yeah. It's hard. Oh, daddy! Ah!
So the main reason why we wanted to talk about two-man CQB, it's a scenario that is extremely plausible. You're not going to have a department or an agency or somehow get all your friends together that are all highly trained to do any kind of room clearing for whatever reason, whatever scenario you plug into it. You're probably just going to call your homie. Hey, man, this is what's up.
Yeah.
This is what's going down. So you and that homie need to start working on two-man CQB. And what y'all need to realize is that CQB, from any standpoint, is a horrible uphill scenario. You don't want to be in it to begin with. Having dogs and charges and 9-bangers and grenades and all that stuff, that makes it super easy. We don't have access to all that.
No.
So we got the hard way. So with two-man, you really need to work on the communication, analyzing and knowing each other's body language. And y'all have to realize that you're picking up, it's not just my job and his job. We're picking up the jobs of 2.5 other guys at minimum. And so it's going to be an uphill struggle, but we're going to do a couple of demonstrations and show you how we try and mitigate the suckiness of it.
Yeah. You know, it goes back to give and take. What are you willing to give up to take? So we're going to demonstrate even some of that throughout this process. Let's roll. All right, so when you're stacking up, I'm compressed here. I don't want to give my line of sight up or give up a line of sight in the threshold. So as I move through, it goes back to taking up the 2.5 positions that you're going to have to go through. So
bouncing off of what he said and what he said earlier with hold what you got, but you got to give something up to get something. When we stack up and I know he's in a good position ready to make entry, all I'm doing is putting my foot up against his foot. And I know when he leaves or if he moves, because his foot's going to leave my foot. And that's my signal to go in. That's primarily if we were on a larger team. With it being two-man, it is absolutely vital that we make entry at the exact same time. And so I need to be on his ass. Like,
stink on shit.
Stink on shit. Yeah. I need to be in his cloaca when we go in that room. And so I'm holding rear security while we're setting up. And then when it's time to go, I'm going to give it up. Give him the squeeze, his little goose on the gooch.
Lord have mercy, I'm about to bust.
And then now all my job is to almost trip him up getting in. That's how close I'm going to be. So I give him a squeeze, and then we'll slow roll it in on you.
So as I'm making entry through, my first point of domination is going to be my open corner here. I've assessed it. There's no threat. As I've punched out, threat, engage, coming through. I'm here. I have no dead space. I've looked for work. I have none. I'm giving that up to get rear security back on us.
As number 2 guy, like we said, you're picking up 2.5 jobs. My number 1 priority is getting inside at the exact same time he does. As number 1 guy, number 1's never wrong, and he's always going to attempt to go path of least resistance. Well, number 1 guy is also the biggest bird dog. So if there is a target threat inside there, as you come in, he's going to start tracking that guy first. All right, so I gave you the squeeze. Go ahead and go in slow, 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 slow. So I'm going to try, come back.
I'm on my smoke break.
He's on a smoke break. All right. So what I'm going to try and do is position myself, not trip him up, but I want to get my gun, my barrel in and dig that deep corner as I button hook. I want in there at the same time he is, because if there is a bad guy in there, for the most part, they're going to start tracking him. So I gotta pick up his slack, so to speak, and then start waxing. So as I come in, peeling off of him, he's digging center and then going to his sector of fire. I'm going to punch, come back again. If I'm going low port, if it's a deep corner and I'm going low port to where I can jam it in that way, I'll do that. But then also a lot of times we'll go compressed high port and I can actually control his speed at the same time. So I can send him in and it looks like I'm flagging him. My barrel is just over his head. But as soon as he departs from where I'm at, I drop that barrel in over his shoulder. And now I have dug center, come over, dig your corner, sweep your corner out. And now we're starting to collapse our field of fire, dealing with dead space and anything like that. Now, in a larger team, so like 1 and 2, those guys primarily dig corners. They're your rabbits that sweep out to the sides. And then your 3 and 4, those guys are punching in the middle. And then you're clearing barrel to barrel. We're picking up their job. So as you make entry, you're going to have to kind of sort of punch middle and then scoop over, grab your corner, and then process, deal with any dead space you got like that. But it's not, you're not going to be able to get to your spot. This is clear, this is clear, this is clear. Everybody stands there for about 5 minutes. Clear! It's just y'all two. So once everything's clear, like I don't have to worry about 14 different dudes possibly waxing me or me jumping in the line of sight. I know where he's at. And so once I've cleared, I'm moving. Hey, dead space, dead space, dead space, dead space, clear. All right, on you. And then I move over to him. I mean, all the experts that will soon to be in the comment section, they'll quickly tell us that this is all BS and that we didn't do it correctly. But I mean, the disclaimer,
10mm is the same as 5.56.
The disclaimer in the beginning is that you don't want to be doing CQB in the first place. So it's basically like, what kind of seasoning can you put on a shit sandwich to make it taste better? You work with what you got.
That's right. And again, this is last ditch scenario, last ditch case scenario, however you want to put it. You don't want to be in the situation to do this at all, but if you have to, these are some tips and tricks on how to get it done.
That's the other thing with your homie that you're training with, and it could be more than 2, but it's like someone that you fully trust, that when doo-doo hits the fan, whether you're going to hunker down or bug out or whatever, like that person is part of your plan.
Yeah.
But I just, satellite, it's going around again.
I also want to talk about the whole shooting until
The hole?
Yeah, I want to talk about shooting until the threat is eliminated, not this whole Hollywood bullshit of I'm going to double tap this dude and he's going to automatically fall. Anybody that I've ever seen shot, and it's only been a few, they don't sit there and just let you keep moving with it, okay? Yeah. They're not going to let you keep plugging holes in them. They're going to be grabbing their gun. Oh, God damn! Fucking running, all kinds of shit. Don't fall into the trap of static shooting, okay? You're going to sit there, this whole Hollywood bullshit of following them down, they don't fall after one.
Well, I mean, you can see in the footage of us clearing this room live fire how many rounds we're dumping, because I don't know how many times you can put like 5-6 rounds in a dude before he realizes he's even shot in the first place, unless you friggin' dome rock him. But yeah, I mean, if it's just like, if it's not something that's going to immediately drop that blood pressure or something structure-wise.
He's not incapacitated, then you keep firing until you reach the effect that you desire, which is fucking death.
I was going to say something. Smoke? What's up, guys? Thanks for watching. As always, like, subscribe, share it with your buddy if you think it's worthy of that. For all your ammo, firearms, and firearms accessory needs, go check out Grumpy Man Ventures LLC. We'll link him down below. He's on
Do what?
He's on Facebook and Instagram. Other than that, bye. I'm done talking to you. Let's go.